Hello, I'm Jessica Cross. Thank you for joining WorldCrops. 2 weeks ago, our Gary Mead uploaded a video considering recession or inflation for the world economy. In that video, he considered what might happen to the fast food industry.
Let's take the first scenario, that the recession spills over into outright depression. Unemployment levels will rise even further and consumer spending will be devastated. People will simply eat less and waste less. The international fast food industry will be among the first that's devastated.
I want to build on some of Gary's ideas and look at the fast food industry. I actually think that there is now a generation of people, particularly in North America and Europe, who are actually hooked on fast food. Will these people stop buying McDonald's or Burger King? Probably not. I think this is now a way of life. What I think might happen is that the fast food industry reduces the sizes of the portion without reducing the price. And given the supersizing that goes on in America and in Europe, this is not a bad idea. And I think Gary's right in a sense that there might be less wastage. And that's also not a bad idea. But I think the fast food industry will also put pressure on their suppliers and squeeze their margins. So the producers of the potatoes for the French fries and the chicken for the chicken nuggets will find their margins squeezed. They will have to find ways to increase their productivity. So I believe Gary is correct. We are looking at slower economic growth and harder times for everybody. Households are going to get poorer. So in the food industry, who is going to be the victim? As I've maintained, I don't think it is going to be the fast food industry. I also don't think it's going to be the high-end restaurants, because people with money will still have money and they will still go out to eat. That leaves the restaurants in the middle. So I see a dumbing down of people's eating habits in recessionary times. Gary also mentioned that cotton might be adversely affected in that people will put off buying that suit.
Cotton demand, on the other hand, would be destroyed at a stroke. After all, who buys a new suit when putting bread on the table gets tough?
Well, again, I think there's another way of looking at this. People will continue still buying cheap t-shirts, made in China or in India, thin, poor quality cotton, cheap prices. Again, what might be affected, like the food industry, is the sort of middle of the road clothing stores. And so you see there are divergent views within WorldCrops, and this is exactly the way we work. But what do you think? We'd like to hear from you. Thanks for joining us.